start with Jeff Fisher. Surprised it happened midseason.
When you're in a rare profession like head coach of NFL team, you're judged on a few things. Number one is wins and losses. Number two is development of players. How many players can you develop? Attendance, how much buzz is around the team.
Sure.
And he hasn't done any of those things. So he's failed in a lot of those areas. So no, I'm not surprised at all.
I think Jim Harbaugh is the number one football coach in America. We don't know if Urban can win in the NFL. We know Jim can. We don't know if Belichick would be easy to deal with the college boosters and recruiting. We know Harbaugh can. Harbaugh's the number one coaching candidate in America. The only other one I can put up there is Pete Carroll, because Pete's proven he can do the recruiting in college and win, and he can win a Super Bowl in the NFL. Jim Harbaugh and the Rams. Does that feel like a good fit?
You know what? I'm going to say this much here. Yes, because he's a proven product. That's what it comes down to, proving what you've done. I look at what he's done at Stanford. He goes to the San Francisco 49ers. I think they were 6-10 or something like that.
They were a mess.
13-3. Went to 3 NFC championship games. Look, University of Michigan, turn that program around. But do I think it's a good fit for the Rams? I do.
Whatever happened to RG3, Kaepernick? Whatever happened to those guys? It's amazing what happens when the best coaches in the world get a little film. There's 2 Daks here. There's the first Dak, which is, we don't know much about this guy. We don't have a ton of film on him, and we don't have an offseason to break it down. That's the first 10 games of this year. The last 3 games of this year are, we got some film on what Dak can do, and we can do some things to make his job a little more difficult.
Everybody wants to change quarterback because the most popular position in football is the backup quarterback. Everybody, especially if the team's starting doesn't play well, put him in. It's not third base for the Mets. You can change third base for the Mets. You can't change quarterbacks. The hardest thing to do in the NFL is on Monday morning, whether you win or you lose, you have to accurately, that's the key word here, accurately determine why you won, accurately determine why you lose. And for anybody to tell me the reason that they've lost to the Giants twice is Dak's fault is wrong.
What LeBron James and the Cavs are doing in the NBA, it's their number one problem when stars sit out of games. Hey, Memphis, you got a W last night. That could be the game that gets you a home court advantage in the playoffs, and you're complaining about it? You should send LeBron a thank you note.
You're going to rest guys. I get it. Do it at home. The fans in Cleveland see LeBron 41 times a year, plus the playoffs, plus hanging out at Best Buy and stuff in Akron. So I'm just saying, let him take off home. And not just LeBron. It's not just a LeBron issue. Kyrie Irving, all these guys, take off at home and then play on the road.
Kristine, you should listen to this show. You can pick up a lot of tricks of the trade.